My boyfriend and I have been together 10 months. He lives with his parents 50s M+F, and younger brothers 10, 16, 18, no sisters. Before current events he was over my place basically every night. A couple nights ago he said that he wants to move in with me, if I'm up for it. I've been to his place more than once, and I've seen how their dynamic works. His mother does everything for all 5 men in that house. Cooking, cleaning, the works. Basically all they have to do is put their laundry away. After she washes, dries, irons, folds it. The reason the parents aren't forcing them to contribute is that this was the parents' agreement. He works, she's a stay-at-home, so she raises the kids, runs the household, and he pays for everything, with one of the clauses being that as she's doing everything there's no need to involve the boys. As a result, my boyfriend cannot do anything. I don't know how much of this is actual cluelessness and how much is him trying to get out of stuff, but he has told me, completely sincere, and I checked this with his mother, that he can't even fry an egg. Which is why, when my boyfriend suggested moving in together, I said I wanted him to live alone first. His plan was basically to go straight from his mother's house to my flat. I told him my hesitation, which is that he can't do chores. He then offered to pay more rent, 75%, in exchange for me doing all the chores. I said no. I don't want to be his mother, or his maid, I want to be his girlfriend. Then I told him I wanted him to live alone. Go from his mother's house to his own place, figure out how to do all the things he's never done for himself, learn some basic life skills, and then revisit us living together. This has caused a huge argument, biggest we've ever had. He's taken me saying he has no life skills as an insult, which it kind of was to be fair, and has basically said that clearly I don't want to live with him at all as I've pushed the moving in time back and have only said we'd revisit after a few months of him living alone, and I did say revisit because I wanted to make sure he actually knew what he was doing and wouldn't immediately switch back to offering more rent for no chores. This was all a couple nights ago and he's just stopped talking to me. He's at his mum's, he's online, he's talking to mutual friends who have said he is responding, he just won't answer any of my calls, texts. He's told our friends what happened and they're all on his side, saying I was really mean, cruel. I love him, and I do want to live with him eventually, I just don't want to live with him if I'm doing everything, and the one thing I don't want is him paying extra for me to do all the housework. Is there some sort of compromise, or some option I'm not seeing? What can I do to fix this? TLDR. Boyfriend is incapable of doing any household chores. He wants to move in together. I don't want to be his maid. We can't find a compromise and I would love any suggestions. Update. He called me and agreed to talk. He then basically said that he was never going to be willing to learn to do anything, and even suggested dividing up the chores, then I do my half and he hire a maid to do his half. Suffice to say, this was something of a turn-off, and by the end of the conversation we broke up.
No one ever showed me how to fix a toilet, but mine broke during a pandemic, so I fucking YouTubed that shit.
I have made this mistake twice in my life so far. Do not move in with a partner just because it's convenient. I've done that twice and came to realize eventually I'm not actually in love with them. You move in with someone when you're absolutely sure you love them. When you know everything about them. When you have good communication. If you move in with a partner because it's convenient, especially when you're young, you can feel trapped if the relationship starts to end. You're locked in. Elise, stuck sharing a bed with someone you might not like, love, you grow to resent them. Or maybe you do actually love them. I can't speak for you too, but I definitely wouldn't be able to even respect someone that couldn't do their own damn laundry. Another reason not to move in with your BF is yes, he definitely needs to grow the fuck up. He needs to learn life skills like you said, and the fact he blew up on you for pointing that out shows he needs to mature a ton before he moves in with a girlfriend.
It's only been 10 months. I've had a water bottle in my room longer than that.
You are too old to be dealing with this. If he can't have a grown-up conversation and take criticism, what's the point? He ran to friends and family instead of talking to you. Do not move in with him. This means if you leave for a week for something important or even some alone time, a vacation, whatever. He would have to go back to his parents' house because he doesn't know how to be an adult. So if you have kids with this guy and you want to have a weekend with your friends, you can't. Nope, nope. Nope, it's either he learns and grows up or he can stay a child with his parents.
How could I say this? Frying an egg and putting the clothing inside the washing machine, not rocket science.
Sounds like he doesn't want to grow up. His solution that he pays a bit more rent and you die everything does clearly indicate that he doesn't want to take any responsibility and basically wants to go from his mom serving him to you serving him. Be aware that this might never change. Also, him giving you the silent treatment because he's not getting his way also is kind of a red flag.
You don't need to fix anything. Your boyfriend needs to learn to take care of himself, not just expect you to be mommy with benefits. If he's insulted that you said he had no life skills, he should go get some. How is he not wildly embarrassed to be 24 and not do his own laundry, anyway?
He's a child. He's sulking. You are absolutely right, he'd have been useless and him sulking shows it. My advice is stop trying to get in touch with him. Even his friends calling you mean is childish. When I was a kid, my mom was mean. When she made me clean my room, wouldn't let me have cake for breakfast, made me do my homework.
I just read the whole thing lol. He's a chip off the old block. You stand your ground, good for you. There's no argument here. If he can't accept the olive branch you're offering, then dump him. The fact is, even if after living alone for some time, does not guarantee he'll be any different. He's had 24 years of practice.
Please don't let him move in with you. It will be the biggest mistake of your life. My mother was this way and did everything for my brother, and I am a female. I actually wanted to move out and learned all the skills myself. My brother, who is in his 40s now, still relies on my mom for everything. She had cancer and is still on the road to recovery. Guess what? She still does everything for my brother. He won't step up and help. He doesn't even work and stays home playing games all day. His reality check will come in and he will be screwed big time. Don't do it unless you want to be a mom to an adult.